What's up, agents? Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to showcase to you guys the perfect Dread Edict build for PVE in TU 15.1. If you guys were not aware, TU 15.1 has just dropped today. Make sure to download the patch. It is a couple of gigabytes, quite a few changes, some bug fixes. I will leave a link down below for the patch notes. Make sure you go and check them out. Now, I wanted to make this build and I've been waiting to make this build because today we finally got the fix to perfect focus that allows that talent to work with the Dread Edict. Because previously, focus was not working with the Dread Edict, even though it had the correct scope. It has now been fixed and it works, and it is absolutely incredible with this weapon. I'm going to be showcasing to you guys today a group-based PvE build for countdown, legendary missions, all of that. So make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe, and let's get straight into the video. Let's take a closer look at the weapon itself, the Dread Edict. This gun has got a decently sized magazine. Just remember that you do refill your magazine once you get a headshot kill. So I think it is quite important to spec some headshots into this gun, even though we have got a high fire rate. Normally with high fire rate marksman rifles, I would recommend going for as much crit chance as possible. Try get at least 54% crit chance and spec more into a crit build. Now, you can go either way, it doesn't matter. But for me personally, if I'm going to be using a spammable marksman rifle like this one, I would generally go for more crit chance because we're going to be shooting more bullets. Therefore, the crit chance will be more beneficial towards us. If I was going to make just a normal headshot build, I would use like the Mantis or the Nemesis. But like I say, guys, it's up to you. Don't just copy builds, adapt them to suit your own playstyles. I'm just going to give you my thoughts. So let's take a look. So we get headshot damage, damage to targets out of cover. Full stop. Shooting enemies build stacks to a cap of 20. Headshots grant 2 stacks. Each stack grants 2% weapon damage and 5% headshot damage. So it is beneficial. We do get rewarded for hitting headshots. So once we get all stacked, you want to try get the headshot kills. So you don't have to with this build. It's going to be primarily focused on shooting the NPCs, spreading the marks around, the perfectly opportunistic, which I will showcase to you shortly. And then every now and again, when you can hit headshots, do it. You don't have to, but it means you don't have to reload. But that's the thing. We've got a bit of armor on this build. As you can see, 1.2 million. So it doesn't matter because when we do reload, we get a whole chunk of bonus armor. And yes, I know the gun's broken with status effects, but guys, I'm not going to be promoting that today. So you can use it if you would like. So on reload, clear all stacks and gain 5% of your max armor as temp armor for 10 seconds, each stack removed. That's very good. This gun is very powerful, especially in PvP. I did make a corruption build. If you guys want to check that out, link will be at the end of the video or in the description. So headshots kills with Dread Edict restores all bullets. This does not count as a reload. So just remember that, guys. The way that it stacks, you get more damage when it's fully stacked, but once you reload, you eat all the stacks and take the bonus armor. So try keep it for getting more damage, but then I think when you can't hit headshots, it's all right. Hit body shots, you still dish out with this build around 2 million a crit, considering that we have got 260 RPM, 2 million a crit to the body and 5 million to the head. So you can just think about that. So one shot focused on the head, 5. You only need just, well, about 2 or 3 shots in quick succession for them to crit to actually do more damage than one focused or concentrated headshot, if you guys know what I mean. It's obviously RNG with crit, but it works really, really well. So my secondary is FAMAS 2010 with damage 2 targets out of cover. Optimist, very good talent. It's really up to you. And the Orbit for more crit damage because it's going to be more spec towards crit damage on this build. As you guys can see, I have gone for aces and 8s with crit chance rolled primarily around the build with headshot damage spec'd into the gear set itself. So headshot damage and crit damage, it's up to you how you balance the two. But the way that I've done it now, I think you guys will enjoy it. So we have got 4-piece aces and 8s. If you guys aren't aware how it works, I think it really suits fast firing guns because you're going to be flipping cards more often, which gives you amplified multiplicative damage. So the 2-piece, 15% marksman rifle damage, 3-piece, 30% headshot damage. This helps us get our headshot damage up. Like I said before, hitting headshots means we don't have to reload, but when we want to reload, we do get that bonus armor, so it doesn't really matter. That's why crit is very important while we're spamming. Dead Man's Hand. Flip a card when landing shots with a marksman rifle, Dread Edict. After 5 cards are flipped, the damage of your next shot is amplified by 30%. More shots are enhanced, the better the hand is. So whatever hand you get, the more amplified shots you get. Flip an additional card on headshots, once again promoting headshots, which is always good, but it is not that easy with this gun. I can imagine, especially being on console. So with this, as you guys can see, I've gone for crit chance as my roll and then crit damage modifications. Every single modification is going to be crit damage. It's really up to you. Go for a crit chance mod if you do need an extra crit chance mod. This is going to be very powerful. I know the Aces and Eights chest piece is good, so I will give you some other options once we've discussed the full scope of the build. So because we'll be spamming, we'll be flipping cards, we're getting all that amplified damage. It scales well with crit, and if we do hit headshots, so it works really well. Now, the reason why I've gone for the Uzina Getsuga, you're probably wondering to yourself, why not Vigilance, things like that. Guys, this is so powerful. Why? Because we get perfectly opportunistic. This named backpack is unbelievably good. It is better than a normal opportunistic, very, very powerful. So enemies you hit take 15% more damage from all sources. Your team will absolutely love you. And I think this is the must use. You get huge amounts of damage yourself, and your teammates will get damage and yourself from all sources, from the Vile Mask, from skills, from status effects. It just increases group damage exponentially and so amazingly well. So make sure you do utilize this. So I've got crit damage and crit chance rolled and everything pretty much. Then the chest piece, finally we can utilize the pristine example with 10% marksman rifle damage for the one piece. Very, very nice. Perfect focus. Increases total weapon damage by 6% every second you are aiming. Now, there is a trick. You can aim, go off the aim, run a bit, then aim quickly, spam it on and off. You'll see me doing it in the gameplay towards the end of the video. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it. It is quite tricky sometimes, but we want to kind of be staying in cover aiming, but you can actually still move around with this fully stacked, which is really, really powerful. Once you get used to it, it works really well. It's up to you guys. If you don't want to use perfect focus, because I know a lot of people might not like it, and you want to use another piece like the Sawyer's knee pads or the Catharsis mask, whatever it may be, you can use the Aces and Eights chest piece, which is very powerful. It takes your damage from 30% when you flip a card to 50%, which is really, really good. So that's up to you if you want to use the chest piece, but I recommend it if you want to use any other one piece. It's very, very powerful if perfect focus is not your thing. So let's take a look at the build as a whole, and I just want to talk about a couple of things before we actually go through each piece. So when you're playing with this, you might find yourself, struggling to hit enemies a lot of the time. I will showcase another chest piece talent you can use to really mitigate that, especially if you guys are on console. I know this gun is quite difficult to spam, and you're probably wondering why I have 2 blues rolled. So 2 blues is very nice because when we reload, we get bonus armor from the Dread. It gives us a lot of survivability, which means, we can go for perfect glass cannon, we can go for vigilance, whatever. We're not going to be helping our team, and we're just going to be sacrificing a lot of damage we could be putting or spreading the mark on for the opportunistic on the enemies, just taking too much damage. And I think you can go for as many reds as you want, as many blues. It's completely up to you. If you want to be more support, then go for that. There are so many different ways you can roll this build or make this build, but this to me is going to be the best in a group for this gun. So let's start from the beginning of the pieces. So the 4-piece aces, every single piece is going to have crit chance. That's simple. Crit damage modification on the mask, crit damage modification on the chest. The holster has got crit chance. Gloves, as you guys can see, crit chance with the blue. The knee pads, we've got crit chance. The chest piece, pristine example, just go farm, countdown, Heraldi as the targeted loot, and you'll get one in one run probably. It's quite easy to obtain. Perfect focus with a crit damage modification, like I said, with crit damage, crit chance rolled, and the backpack, crit damage, crit chance. With a crit chance modification. So it's up to you how much headshot damage you want to put on this build. But like I said, it's a spammable gun. And the more shots we're going to be shooting, the more we want to be critting. Because we only crit 60% or in this case, 58. I think my crit chance 58% of the time, which means it's important to try and get your crit chance quite high. Especially because it's a spammable gun and Aces and Eights, we're flipping cards all the time. So the synergy is very good here. And I think it's very good going for crit chance. So as you can see, I have got 59.7. That's really good. 90% crit damage doesn't seem like much, but it scales and it is actually amplified from the gear pieces itself. So, and all the talents. So make sure you don't be fooled by the crit damage here. It's really, really strong. I can make a solo build with way more crit damage, but the utility is there. Trust me, guys. Just give it a try. Test it with your other build. If you've got a different kind of crit Dread Edict build, compare the two and see what you get. So we still have quite a lot of headshot damage. Very nice. Like I said before, I think we don't have any armor damage on this. Armor damage scales really well with headshots. So if you want to make a headshot variation, you can spec into some contractor's gloves, things like that. It's completely up to you. Pause the video if you want to see any of the other statistics. Now with these skills, it's up to you. I use the Defender drone and the decoy. Just put duration mods for both. It's really good. I think putting a decoy out means the NPCs won't see you. You can spam more with your gun. Defender drone is very strong in the game right now. Even in PvP, it mitigates a lot of damage. You could just keep spreading the perfectly opportunistic, which is right here, and then giving your teammates lots of damage, and then also stacking up your perfect focus, which is really, really powerful in and of itself for damage. Like I said, 5 mil a crit, and 2 mil to the body, just under, which is insane. And if we get stacks in countdown or more buffs, we will hit way harder. You'll just melt through NPCs. I couldn't believe how good this was, because normally without this talent, I felt like the Dread was lacking in a bit of damage, but because we have got perfect focus, it feels like it's finally found its own. So let's take a look at the chess piece talent that I was mentioning earlier, guys. So if we go to chess pieces and talents, this is going to be probably the best for console players. Braced is unbelievable. It means you can spam the gun without having to worry about any kind of recoil. Obviously, it'll still kind of be there, but 45% weapon handling is very strong. So if you want to use braced, go for it with an Heraldry chess piece. It's really up to you. Or Vigilance backpack with Cheska. Or it's really up to you if you need the extra crit chance. There's so many ways to put it, but like I said, I think this is the best way to run it. And there are many different talents you can use, but honestly, braced or perfect focus is what I would go for. Glass cannon is one of those things that will give you just as much damage, and it'll be there all the time. So it just depends on you and how confident you are in the game and how good your aiming is really, and how often you play as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll be posting some more builds coming soon. Enjoy some of the gameplay. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Wake up, asshole! Got my target.
An agent has disconnected. System malfunctioning. System reactivated. Rogue assault turret detected.
Nice work on the valve. Now, I need you to expose the reactor's core.
Target ain't dead yet! Someone give me cover!
Good. Now, you just need to destroy the magnetic core. You should be fine.
I got him!
System curtailed. Incoming. High risk hostile. System restored.
Get that bastard!
System back online.